What is happening, people? Welcome back to the channel again. KG is back for transfer news, and guys, it is good news. I deliver you good news. Leeds United have made a signing. There we land. There we land. Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments below. Thank you to, this is a long time name actually, Dale Steele, who's become a member of the channel. Shout out to you for joining the membership. If you want to become a member of the channel, link is in the description, always next to the subscribe button called join. Big up to everyone that joined me for the stream earlier, talking about Daniel Farke's press conference. And of course, I did mention a player that I think would be perfect for Leeds. Whether that happens now, we shall see. But there will be one through the door. Jack saying, you told me to ignore it. I never said ignore it. All I said was, I'm not going to take a flight, a screenshot of a flight and go with news on my channel. You know, I don't operate like that. I need something more concrete. And now we have something hard. Okay. So now we got something hard. So let's work with it. You know, one of those. Let's have a look. Michael M saying a signing, thank the Lord, 1 out of 4 done. Exactly. And don't lose sight of that as well. As happy as I am with this signing coming through, there's still more to do. More to do. So let's keep going. Yes, you know what I mean, Jack. You know what I mean. Louise saying, here we go. Cade saying, come on. Yeah, I ignore it, Luke, because I'm not a hack and sack channel. You know, this is a real football channel. You know what I mean? I don't just report on any and everything someone brings up in the chat. You know, I look through varied sources, verified sources, and go from there. I don't just report any and everything. There's plenty of channels that do that. All right. Yeah, Louis saying won't go to sleep yet, KG. Yeah, 100. So yeah, like Wilco's White saying this is what we're talking about. Keep them coming, 49ers. Okay, let's just get into it because I already did a stream earlier, but let's go. Luke saying 1 down. Exactly. And that's the mantra. 1 down, we've got more to go. And you know what? In fairness, you know what I didn't pick up from Daniel Farke's press conference earlier. He did kind of allude to that we were going to sign someone in the next day or two, but then he kind of corrected himself. If you go back to the press conference, he said, yes, we will sign. I'm not going to do the voice. We're going to sign someone in the next day or two. And then he said the end of the deadline. So this obviously was in the works quite clearly. And Leeds have got this one brewing. Now, our game is on Friday night. I don't know if the cutoff date for him to play in that game is tomorrow at 12:30. It could be. I think this one may be too late for him to join by this coming game against Sheffield Wednesday. But you know, more reputable people will confirm that. No, Bobby, I'm not going to do the voice, I'm not going to do the voice. I'm going to leave it for today. I actually felt Daniel Farke in the press conference. And if you haven't seen that stream from earlier, please go back and watch that one. I actually, felt him. Look, for all the faults that he's got, he does need help. And this is a way to go. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed exclusive. Leeds United have agreed a deal to sign Largie Ramazani from Almeria. Here we go. Fee will be 11.7 million euros, total package add-ons included, plus 15% sell-on clause, medical test book. So you got to think, if the medical tests haven't been done yet, that it's going to be probably unlikely for him to feature against Sheffield Wednesday, unless, like the Joe Rothwell one, they said medical test to be booked. And then we see him sign later today. We've already seen the teaser for the new shirt. Maybe they could announce it tomorrow with the new shirt launch. That would be nice, wouldn't it? By the way, 11.7 million euros is roughly around just under 10 million pounds, which kind of goes with the list that I got, which I will say when we confirm. Bremner baby, are we happy? Listen, I knew of Ramazani from his Manchester United days. Maybe some of you don't remember that he was like a youngster there, but he started out there and went out to Almeria. Now, listen, in terms of his style of play, he is more of a up and down winger. He's more of a, I would say he's more of a defensive winger, but he does have attacking capabilities, which I think will probably shine more in this kind of division in the Championship rather than the La Liga where he was. But he didn't do too badly in terms of, you got to consider the team he was on and the league he's playing in. So, if you go back to last season in La Liga, Almeria got relegated. He finished with 3 goals, 5 assists. Obviously loves a tackle by the yellow cards. As I said, he's more of a defensive winger, will get back and help out. But if you look at so far this season in the Segunda division, he's got a goal in one game already. So he's obviously got, and he's very quick as well. That I mean, it should go without saying, but he's a very quick player, and obviously you need pace in every league. It can, especially in the championship, confuses all those defenders. So it is good to say that. Let's have a look. John H saying the fact it's in euro says to me the leak came from the Spanish. Of course it would have, John. 100%. Look, no, none of the. I mean, I haven't looked at the Leeds journals. I kind of don't look at it for transfer news, but I think Fabrizio or whoever on that side would have leaked it first, and it's in Almira's benefit to leak it out, isn't it? In all fairness, Dino saying, "KG, am I dreaming?" Yeah, yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? Where I'm not dizzy. I'm not dizzy. I'm looking forward to him coming in because he's a very, tricky winger. I guess in like the Jonathan Rowe mold, in terms of that kind of prowess, but with more defensive responsibilities by far. It's not even close as well. But there is more to do, people. There is more to do, and I won't lose sight of the bigger picture. But this is a good start. Good start. FV White saying, rough diamonds, KG, it's happening. Yeah, yeah, it is. This is what we were saying, though, isn't it? Instead of going out and paying 14 for Jonathan Rowe or whatever it would be for Jack Clark, go to Europe and get those gems. Go to the Spanish second division. Go to the French second division. Go to the German second division. Go to those places and unearth the gems. I repeat once again what I said in a couple of streams ago. Riyad Mahrez came from the French second division for 450,000. Now, obviously, we've paid a little more here, but that is where you can unearth some of the best talents in the world. That's where they all start from. They don't all start from Liverpool's academy, Man City's academy, although that's a good academy. They don't all start from those kind of places. They come from unknown places and then they build a reputation. And as we've seen, um, Jack saying, KG, can you tell us what your agent friend said now? Yeah, I can. Let me just go back because let me just go back. I'm gonna have to scroll back just a bit. Okay. I'm not gonna try not to show his name. Oh, it's tough. How do I show this without? Okay, here we are. Right. Let me see if I can. Let's see if you can you see that winger up to $12 million. So like euros, and then the wages up to around $50,000 per week. So round that down to euros and pounds. So there you go. It's pretty close, isn't it? Pretty close in terms of the ballpark in what we've obviously been looking for. So that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Really. Um, Yeah, Ted saying gonna have to tone him down. 8 yellows and 2 red, suspension and fine. Well, look, you know what it's like in the Spanish leagues. They're a bit more liberal with their yellow cards. He is gonna throw in a tackle. I'm just gonna tell you that now. But in terms of that, I think he'll be absolutely fine. I think he's gonna work treat and his energy, and it's gonna be a boost to the group. It's gonna be a boost to the fan base. We've been waiting for this since Jaden Bogle. So yeah, what's that? What's he saying here? Yeah, Jack saying thank you, mate. Yeah, look, that's as best as I could show it. But it did say 12 million and wages up to 50,000. So there you go. There you go. It's not bad for championship teams, is it? But that's the kind of ball, that's the kind of like luxury we're playing with. I don't even think Luton Town are playing with that kind of luxury. I don't. And I've seen Luton's Town latest signings, couldn't even tell you who he is. I think his name's Jack Welsh, Jack Walsh. They're playing with a different ballpark compared to what we're doing, and we're in our second year of parachute payments. Luton are in their first. But yeah. Yeah, Dino saying it's amazing, isn't it? One signing and the mood lifts. That's what it needs. That's what the fan base needed. The 49. Let me tell you, the 49er enterprises needed it more. They needed it more because listen, I wouldn't call myself a 49ers defenders, but I do appreciate what they've done in terms of turning the club around, getting the Red Bull sponsorships, making us more commercially viable. I know these are all dirty words for the old school for the old school fans, but that's what you need to be successful in football these days. It's not just your local fans turning up and trying to make the club run on that. No, you've got to build the brand. But the transfer activity has been concerning. It's been very, very slow, very, very slow. But this isn't it. It has to be more. So let's go with that. Uh, Stephen saying, thanks, KG. Watch you with Connor this afternoon. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, did one with Connor earlier. Great stream. If you haven't seen that, go back on Connor's channel and it will be there. Yeah, Max H, third kit being revealed tomorrow. Yep. No, he's not a number nine. Zach saying Largie's not a number nine. He's not. He's a winger. He's an out and out winger. I think you can throw him up front if you need to, but he is a predominant left-sided player. So let's go with that. Yeah, Ryan here saying hopefully this is a knock-on effect and they start to come in. Exactly. I need the next one. I need to come back on here at 10 o'clock and say we've got a fullback coming in. That would be perfect for me. I am still not worried, but I am still concerned with the defensive depth. I would really like another fullback because all it will take is Byram needing extra time off to get his body healed up. And we are literally just with Furpo and Bogle. And that's just not deep enough for me. We need another fullback in there just for security and for squad numbers. We need that. Let's have a look. Okay, don't go to bed just yet. Yeah. But look, I think that it's a good start, people. In terms of that, let's keep it going. No, that's what I say. Let's keep it going. Bobby saying Lubicic happens, and I think also Cabal or Salah. I think Lubicic is probably the more likely. I don't know about that 6.8 million fee though that they're quoting in build. Listen, with all due respect to a German second division club, he's got 1 year left on his deal. He wants to move as well. I think it's very, very tough to get 6.8. I think we're going to meet somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be much like the Jaden Bogle deal where we've offered low, just test the waters, put something in there, dip a toe in there, but then we're going to come somewhere halfway and meet in the middle. And I think that will be the case with Lubicic if that is still their number one target. You know what I mean? Anto, I don't think that's going to be it. Imagine that though, Anto and everyone else. He's Nanto's replacement. No, I do think I'm not going to speak about Nanto. I gave the update from Danny Farker in a previous video. Unless someone comes in with a really good offer, I think Nanto's here. And you know what? In some ways as well, people, I think something that some people aren't considering with Nanto, I think he's going to thrive off being one of the main men. Last season it was Somerville and Jorginho, clear. Absolutely clear. And in his spot for a while, it was Dan James. Dan James was doing brilliantly in his spot until James had to go out, and then Nanto, picked up form and took the spot back. But I think, much like Somerville last season, I think that Nanto is going to really thrive in being the go-to guy because I think it suited him well in the Premier League. We was not a good team in the Premier League, but you remember the game plan, people, is Nanto and Hope. And I think he's going to enjoy doing that again, especially if he gets a good run of games and gets his goals and assists up, and he's already got on a good start as well with a goal to start. Let's have a look. Gary Cheshire saying a bit belated, KG, yeah, but better belated than never. Exactly. Look, we could not have ended this window with no more signings. That would have been a disaster, and I call it how I see it. That would not be a good window. To say not be a good window is an understatement, but I got to keep it friendly for YouTube. You cannot go with the rest of the, losing the gems that we've lost and not replacing them or even trying to replace them. Now, will Largie Ramazani, do Somerville numbers? Probably not, people. So I wouldn't expect it, but at least we're getting a different kind of quality player in there that will add a different dimension to the football team, which we need. We definitely need it. Yeah, Clark is way too expensive. 25 million. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What are we saying? David's saying it's just been on Sky Sports News. So there you go. I mean, in all fairness, David, and listen, no disrespect to people that watch Sky Sports News. They're usually last on things now. We used to watch Sky Sports News to get the breaking news. Yeah, it's all on the internet now, man. It's all on social media, all the insiders, everything else. So, Sky Sports News is pretty much the last place that's going to get the news. But yeah. There we land. Yeah, man. There we land. You know how it is, Deshaun. There we land. Crazy how that kid's blown up, by the way. Absolutely crazy. Edward saying, good to catch you live, pal. Hopefully the beginning of a few more positive signings. I hope so. I absolutely hope so. And everyone else should too. Be you know what? Be excited for the signing, please. We've waited for this, but do not rest there. Do not rest there. Do not say that is enough. We need few more bodies. And Daniel Farker said so himself just today. Just want to say as well, because it will bug me that I don't do this in regards to Kvesk Garden. I didn't share his numbers on the earlier stream. and that bugs me. I did put it in the comments, but I know not everyone reads the comments. So for 23-24, just want to say with the player that I was mentioning on the earlier stream, he had 17 goal involvements in 28 last season, and already this season they've started the season well. He's got 8 goal involvements in 8 games. So that just shows you the projection of the player I was talking about earlier on today. So if you haven't seen that one, please go back and watch that video and you'll get the full information there. So yeah, people, that is it. Let me just see. Let me just get a couple more. Yeah, the Sean saying, yeah, it's about damn time. And now Max H is going 3-0 on Friday. Well, listen, Max H, we're going to come back tomorrow with the Sheffield Wednesday preview. We'll do all the squad predictions there, team selections there, and score predictions. So we'll do that all tomorrow, okay? But that is the latest update. We actually have a signing coming, medical booked. Let's go. Let's go. 3 more, at least 3 more Leeds United. 49ers, do not stop there. Farker needs the help. Before I go, people, like, subscribe, drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.